Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Guidance, and this is Daytona USA for Sega's wonderful Saturn. So this is the original release of this game, one of the launch titles, I believe. Here's my Saturn dashboard, and I need to set the time and date. It seems that my internal battery is either missing or depleted. This is the Sega Saturn logo. Beautiful. It's got booming sound effects. Oh, it's a Sega logo. Oh, we've got the action replay plugged in. Oh, we've gone through an extra step we didn't need to. Let's just start the game. So I bought this recently. It cost me around £7.50. It's in pretty decent condition, I have to say. And I've never played this version before. I played the arcade machine, but this version of the Saturn I have not played. So I am not used to how it controls. This is my probably second play of this game. I booted it up to see if it worked initially, then had a quick fiddle, and now this is my first proper attack. We have the amazing Daytona soundtrack, which is lovely. There's a video of this guy singing this song on YouTube, and he is putting his soul on the line singing this. Got scrolling clouds in the car windows. You can see the clipping. So one of the reasons I didn't buy this back in the day is because I heard, well, specifically for the PAL version, it was letterboxed beyond all reasonable letterboxing, and frame rate was awful, and the clipping was bad. And indeed, in that intro, you could see there were some polygon clipping issues. I've got two modes here. I've got arcade mode and Saturn mode. Don't know what that means. Okay, we've got an endurance mode there. Let's play arcade mode first. Classic arcade mode. This loads quite quickly. It's almost instantaneous, I would say, which is quite handy. We've got some spinning cars here, pirouetting on the spot. Ladies are not involved in this racing game at any point. We've got a rolling start. Okay. We have a oral assault. We are being regaled by beautiful auto-tuned voices by the sounds of it. Okay, so the draw distance isn't brilliant. Immediately crash into a wall there. Immediately from the view that I enjoy the most on this game, which has always been this outside car view, the speedo is disguising all the corners. Like, I can't see the corner through how fast I'm going. It's just, at the moment, it's 305 miles per hour. Cars are aggressive. Handling is not what I'm used to on the D-pad, but it seems fairly easy to slide, which is groovy. The pop-in is a little distracting, I would agree, but it is of that gen of console. Yeah, they improved it in Championship Edition or whatever it was called, but actually I can see corners coming up. I have the music in my ears driving me forward and pumping me up, which is all well and good. Sonic the Hedgehog on the wall there, beautiful. I would say the thing that, like, the pop-up's not really bothering me, it's more the resolution. It's a bit chunky. The letterboxing, because this is the NTSC version, isn't as bad as perhaps the PAL version, which is why people were livid with it back in the day. Okay, I'm not doing very well here, am I? I'm just like mangling this car. In the arcade, that bonnet would have been polygons. This looks like some sort of crunchy bitmap. Nice sensation of speed. Also, I remember in the arcade machine, you used to be able to press the start button to stop that fruit machine across the track there. I can't remember if you got a bonus for getting 777. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Okay. I'm going to run out of time here. It looks like Daytona. It sounds very much like Daytona, and it plays a little bit like Daytona. 29th. That's embarrassing, isn't it? But in my defense, I don't really know how to drive this car yet. Okay, we've got excited announcers. That's interesting that it says the letters. There must be some way of making it say something rude. I'll investigate that further. Let's try Saturn mode, see what happens. And maybe you race on Saturn. No, you don't. You've got the same courses. Okie dokie. Let's pick Dino Canyon. Okay. Oh, we can pick more cars. Well, there we go. That's the difference then, is it? You can pick different cars. Fair enough. Does anybody ever use manual gears on this game? Or any of these Sega arcade racing games? Maybe you should. I don't. I don't have the skills. Only gentlemen are involved in this race as well. No ladies are allowed anywhere near the racetrack. This is a manly pursuit. Full of testosterone, gammon, and I don't know. What other things are manly? Chinos? Anyway, not being able to think of manly things, let's get back to the game. I remember reading about this in Edge magazine, and one of the things they criticised it for was going through that tunnel, the lighting didn't change on the car. And do you know what? They're right, it doesn't. But does it affect my life in any way? Absolutely not. Jesus, there's car confetti. There's cars flying all over the place. I mean, if I'd have bought this back in the day, I don't think I'd have been that disappointed, because it looks like Daytona, and the music really puts you in the mood. The frame rate on this format, at least NTSC, is alright. I mean, it does look like it drops frames every now and again, even at, I guess this must be about 20 to 25 FPS. I don't think it's hitting 30. So it does drop frames every now and again, but I mean, it's fine. I'm guessing the PAL one was like 25% slower or something. Again, having never played the PAL one, I'm making this up. You've got some clipping close to the camera there, which is always worse than clipping in the distance. Like the world is dissolving behind you. Like that movie where the world kind of collapses in on itself and people are flying out of it on planes and trying to drive away as the road collapses. What's that called? 2012? Don't know, who cares? Let's talk about Daytona. Oh man. This is the course I like the most actually in Daytona. I've always enjoyed driving this course. The third one I've never really been any good at. It's too long and convoluted. I can't remember the corners in it because my brain is very old. I never really know how to take this last corner particularly well in any version of the game I've ever played. I did an okay lap time there though, as far as I understand it. The cool thing about this is the amount of cars they've got driving around. On the first track there, I think there were 40. On this one there's 20. And again, in the Edge magazine review back in the day, they did call that out as being kind of cool. Like, you know, Ridge Racer, you could get, there's like 3 or 4 other cars. This you can have like 20 cars jostling for position. Oh, beautiful. That's the power of the Saturn for you. I'm sure the PlayStation could do that as well if it wanted to. It just doesn't want to though, does it? It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I can do that. Don't you worry, mate. Oh, I finished. 5th. I got the goal. Lovely stuff. Blue car seemed easier to handle. I'll level with you. the Hornet car, well, the original red Hornet car, feels like it's going to lose adhesion to the road at any given second. What could you get this to say? Because it reads out every letter. Don't know. I'll have to think about it. Okay. That's a green car. I thought my car was blue. Bit weird. Alright, let's play the arcade mode again. And play the third track. I think I'm getting a little bit used to the handling now. I'm still not going to pick manual because manuals for all the big kids. All the giant lads pick manual. Gentlemen are invited again with their smoking jackets and pipes to withdraw to the smoking room and discuss the day's events. Let's play some Daytona. Now there's a bit of texture warping there as well, which is not something you see a lot on Saturn. Well, you don't see it very often, because the Saturn's got a special mode where it can stop doing that. So that's something they've turned off on purpose, maybe to save some frame rate. Like I said, with this track, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't know the best way to attack these corners, and the layout outfoxes me every time. Oh, this guy is singing his freaking heart out for us. Oh, beautiful. Pressing the start button here flips Jeffrey up and down on the arcade. I don't know if you can do that on this own. Major popping on these corners. There's some quite ugly texturing in some areas, but is that to be expected on a 32-bit system from 1994? Probably. The cloud reflections on the car windows are an interesting addition. I mean, they were in the arcade, but they just look weird, don't they? Ah, blue skies. Yeah, what a weird thing to thought to have done. 'Cause it doesn't really look like a reflection. It looks like a scrolling noise texture. Anyway, I'm sure back in the day people were wowed by the amazing cloud in window tech. I'm not doing very well with sliding here. The blue car seems to be the way to go. It's definitely easier to control than this red and blue monstrosity. So, will I get £7.50's worth of fun out of this? I think I probably will. I think, like Sega Rally, it's going to be one of those games where I'll play it over and over again just to improve my times. Don't really care about the pop-up, like it's not ruining my life or anything. Letterboxing actually probably means it fits to my widescreen displays a bit better these days if I zoom it in, so don't mind about that either. Back in the day it was probably a bigger thing because of the TVs being different shapes. Oh man, knackered it. Look at it, I've twisted the chassis. That's gonna be, it's gonna be a write-off. My insurance is gonna kill me for next year's policy, and that's very exciting. Okay, well there we go. This is Daytona on the Sega Saturn. It's not bad. Oh, at least I don't think it's bad. You let me know your opinion, comments below. Right, I'm going to play the first track again with my newfound drifting skills and see if I can do any better. Yeah, you tell me if you like this game, and we'll have a little discussion. Right then, ta-ra.
Please choose manual or automatic transmission. Gentlemen, start your engines. Welcome to Victory Lane. You made it.
Congratulations, you place first.
Now list your name with the other champions.